What's up, family? So, there's something that I wanted to talk about today, and you know, it was my birthday, and I had been very, very busy all the time, right? And sometimes I get so busy that I lose track of time, or I just run out of time of doing things that I need to do, right? One of them being making a video that when God puts something on my spirit or something crosses my mind that I may want to talk about, right? And that was something that happened to me. I was so busy and locked in on studying and working out and cooking, and plus I got dogs, all kinds of things, right? So here's something that I realized in that moment when I was so busy, right? And it's number one, that you can't ever lose track of making sure that your spirit is connected with God. You have to truly take that time. That needs to be the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning, is truly try to connect with God first thing, because in the day we run out of time. And I've even been guilty of this many times, where I get up and I just get after certain things, right? So that's one thing. But one thing that I really wanted to talk about was, chosen ones, and, how we have to truly start to view things to be successful in life, right? And I myself have fell victim to this before, where it's like, and it might not just be chosen ones. It could just be people who have been through a lot of stuff, been through a hard life. You've had hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. And sometimes we can catch ourselves saying that the circumstances around us are the reason that we're not where we want to be. And maybe some of our circumstances have truly held us back from certain things, or getting it at a certain time. But what I want you to understand is what's for you will always be for you. And that when you go through these hardships and you've had such a hard life, and a lot of chosen ones may think to themselves, my life was so hard that maybe I'm not meant to be successful. Maybe I'm not meant to have that dream that I wanted. And the truth of the reality is it's actually far from that. That's the far from the truth. So you can't have that limited mindset. Always remember, y'all, that the fact that you have been through so much as a chosen one is the exact reason why you are fit to be successful. If you talk to any successful person, they have had a very hard path in one way, shape, or form. Either growing up or creating business or whatever they were trying to do to level up in life, they had a hard path. And it's actually the hardship that builds a monster. It's the hardship that builds a strong man or woman. Makes you unbreakable, unshakable. Makes you good during those times of adversity. When your back's against the wall, people that ain't been through nothing will fold under the pressure. So if you are a chosen one, maybe you have fell under the pressure multiple times. We all have. Some of us have fallen short. God says we will fall short of the glory. But you have to have the chosen one mindset and understand that you're destined for greatness. You're destined for purpose. And there's a reason why you have these thoughts and feelings and visions and feelings inside your spirit that you are supposed to do something, whatever that thing is. This is confirmation. Whatever that thing is that you've been thinking about doing, but you're scared that you might not make it. You're scared that you might not be successful in it. You think that you might fail. Fail your way to the top. Fail your way to the dream. Fail your way to whatever it is that you're trying to get to. And understand that you can no longer make excuses for why you're not where you want to be. Yes, back there, your past may have prevented you from being exactly where you wanted to be. But right now, when you're awake, right now, when you've been spiritually awakened and you've been in isolation, you've made it through so many things in life, there's no way that we can now say that we don't know the truth. And if you know the truth shall set you free. And you have to keep your head up in the darkness. You have to be able to walk through the darkness and know that the light is on the other side. That you are the light in the darkness as a chosen one. That in those dark times is where you will shine the brightest. The times where people thought you would fail is actually where you'll prosper in front of your enemies. So I want you to never forget that don't think because you've had a rough path or a rough life, or you've had so many odds stacked against you, that could be a reason of why you won't be successful, or why you won't be great, or why you won't have a wife or husband, or why you won't whatever. That's a lack mindset. That's of the enemy. And right now, the enemy is under strong attack over many nations. And this is where the chosen ones must stand. This is where we must shine. In the midst of all the darkness going on, we must be the beam of light. We must understand that it doesn't matter if we have to cry, crawl, and scratch our way to the finish line. That we cannot stop. We have to lead by example. We have to stand together. We have to lift each other up, spiritually, mentally, physically. What you do right now is more vital than ever. With craziness going on in the world, it's time for us to prepare and just keep being that beam of light and being the best person that we can, and finding avenues that we need to go in so that we don't have to rely on others, such as the government, such as just people that we can't trust in. We have to trust in God. We have to trust in ourselves. And whatever God took away, he's going to bring back in double. So if he took away people that you wanted in your life, they weren't good for you, or they weren't good for you in this season. They were going to hold you back. Always allow him to lead you. If things happen, they happen for a reason, family. And just know that you may be alone right now. I also have been alone. I have one person I consider as a brother that lives right above me. And then I have two brothers that I do work with. Those are people I consider as brothers. But other than that, like they have wives and things like this. The only one that doesn't have a wife is my one brother that lives above me. He lives above me. So I want you to understand that I have been alone for the past 2.5, 3 years, really. There's been times where I've went and did things or hung out with somebody or stuff like that, but most of the time, 95% of the time, I'm by myself because I'm locked in on the goals. I'm locked in on the mission. Because I know what God's putting in my spirit. I know what I want to do, and I know the type of life that I want to have. And I know that 2, 3, or even 4 years of sacrifice, of fully locking in and separating myself from the rest of the crowd, locking in with God and locking in on the purpose and locking in on your mission and locking in on your goals, locking in on your health, locking in on your mindset. It's time to lock in. We can no longer let outside sources play with our energy, family. We have to have faith. We have to walk in blind faith. We have to walk in prayer. Forget praying once a day. Walk in prayer every single day. Know that God has you. Know that God's with you. Know that God hears you. And know that as long as you stay the course and you keep developing, you keep getting stronger, and even if you fall short and you fall flat on your face, that you get back up And you also take into consideration all the times you have failed or came up short, and you have to hold the same grace for the people around you. Have the heart of God, have the heart of gold, have the heart of a chosen one. And just know that the fact that you have went through so much adversity in your life, it didn't go in vain. It didn't go unnoticed. And even if you fail a few times, you will get there. The only way to truly fail is to quit. So keep working towards them goals, family, and keep chasing after all the things in life that you know that you deserve. Stay locked in with God. Stay locked in spiritually, mentally, physically. We can no longer blame our past or make excuses for the things that we have been through. Yes, we had it rough. Yes, we've been through a lot. But it's time we use that for our advantage. We have a different strength than them, a different heart than them, a different mind than them. We earn that with blood, sweat, and tears. So I love y'all, man. Stay focused, stay positive, stay blessed. I hope you guys have a great day and a great week. And always remember, keep the kingdom mindset. And I'll see you on the next video, y'all. Much love. Salute.